to the newest edition of The Insider, the ongoing video series that keeps you up to date on all things IPW. I'm the voice of IPW J-Rod. We finally knocked out our first triple header of the year, and we finished it off with Destiny in Grand Rapids on April 30th. This event was headlined by the biggest match of the year so far, Ren Jones defending his IPW Championship against Jamal King. In the first match of the evening, Jeremiah Goldmain led his favorite client, Mr. Prime Time, Anthony Katina, to the ring to face IPW newcomer John Tavius. Coming all the way from the United Kingdom, Tavius was warmly welcomed by the IPW fans, and he was a delight to watch in the ring. Tavius nearly picked up a massive win in his IPW debut, but an interfering Goldmain struck a blow to Tavius behind the referee's back that stunned Tavius enough for Katina to get the 3 count. To add salt to the wound, Katina dropped a huge elbow to Tavius after the match. We would later find out that Goldmain had worked out a deal with management to make this a #1 contenders match for the IPW Championship on May 11th at Thunderstruck, meaning Katina would be scheduled to face the winner of Destiny's main event. Fate of 8 qualifier Chad Alpha has been on a roll as of late and was able to pick up even more momentum as he took down a debuting Thomas Bailey in our Patreon exclusive match. If you'd like to see the match for yourself, subscribe to our Patreon at the IPW regular tier. The next match was a dream match for anyone who likes to watch speed and athleticism. LaDon Sanders took on the Dark Gentleman. Sanders finally snapped a losing streak against G.G. Jacobs last weekend, while the Dark Gentleman returned from a layoff that saw him take a disappointing loss. So this was a big opportunity for either guy to start building some momentum. In a back-and-forth contest, it was the Dark Gentleman who caught LaDon Sanders in a roll-up to pick up what is his best victory so far inside the IPW ring. Will the Gentleman be able to use this win to create a snowball effect? Derek Wolf showed his face and got booed out of the arena. Derek wanted to address Josh Raymond, saying that Josh has been a terrible friend to him and that Josh is responsible for his losing streak. Fans thought this was ridiculous, obviously, and let Derek Wolf have it. Derek said he was ready to end his friendship with Josh, but made it clear he had no interest in getting even with Josh or taking this thing to the extreme. He just wanted to sever ties with Josh and move on with his life. Last weekend at Onslaught, Schwartzy and Max Morrison both qualified for the Fate of 8 tournament in a bizarre finish where they both won the same match. They got a chance to fight it out in singles action to determine which guy was the rightful winner. It looked as though Schwartzy was about to pick up the win, but Morrison went to the eyes with a desperation move, opening an opportunity for him to hold Schwartzy's shoulders down for 3. This doesn't change any of the terms of the tournament, but Morrison earned himself some bragging rights. We did ask Morrison what he thought about he and Jeremiah Nazareth both being in the tournament and the possibility of them meeting up. Morrison just got irritated with us and declined to give us a real answer. Jeremiah Goldmain has been on a quest for IPW Gold. Goldmain has his sights set on the tag team titles and has fired several warning shots at Real Hype. Goldmain and his newest client, Mongo, got themselves a shot at Real Hype and the tag team titles at Destiny, or so we thought. Goldmain never said he would be in the match, he just said the Gold Team was taking the championships. When Goldmain said the Gold Team would be taking the titles, he was actually referring to Mongo and his brand new client, Anderson Knight. The fans were shocked to see yet another one of their heroes sell out for Goldmain, and this title defense suddenly became much more difficult for Real Hype. Just as it looked like we were about to have new tag team champions, Tunan Khan stormed the ring to disrupt the match. They gave Mondo Rio a savage beating and stomped his arm into a chair before running away. Jeremiah Goldmain was fuming, and it looks like Real Hype is still your IPW Tag Team Champions. As for Mondo Rio's arm, we learned that he did in fact receive a hairline fracture and will be out of competition for 4 to 6 weeks. The tag team division is in pandemonium right now. The home team just took their first loss. One member of Real Hype is injured. The Gold Team has arrived. Felix Morio is searching for a permanent tag team partner, and 2 non-cons are stirring the pot. Things appear to just be heating up. A few months ago, Trey Jacobs won a match with Terry Van Avery. After that match, it looked as if though a fight would break out between Jacobs and Josh Raymond, but no match was ever booked between them. When this match was made between Jacobs and Raymond, I got a chance to talk to both guys, and they assured me they hadn't forgotten about it. The match would be a 7th Fate of 8 qualifier matchup. Jacobs used the same violent brute force attack that he is known for, and Josh Raymond countered Jacobs' aggression beautifully with a crucifix roll-up out of nowhere for the big win. This means both Josh Raymond and Terry Van Avery have qualified for the Fate of 8 tournament on June 3rd. During their celebration, Derek Wolf reappeared to hit Josh Raymond with a low blow, then decimated Terry Van Avery with an iPad before hitting Raymond with the closing bell inside the ring. So much for not wanting to get even, right? That was a very despicable act by Wolf, and what's worse is that he blasted Van Avery with that iPad, and Van Avery doesn't even have anything to do with this. Stella Buho, another newcomer to the women's division in IPW, challenged Randy West for the women's championship. We've said before there are so few women interested in a match with Randy West that all these ladies have to do is raise their hand and they'll get a shot. Something was different about Buho though, and Randy took notice. Randy told Stella Buho that she should be proud of her performance, and she obviously earned Randy's respect. With some reps under her belt, maybe Stella Buho can actually become a serious threat to Randy's title. Only time will tell. We finally reached one of the biggest title matches in IPW history. Jamal King challenging Ren Jones for the IPW Championship. Supreme Lock versus Tequila Sunrise. Hollywood versus Detroit. Supreme versus Swag Champ. And what a match it was. These two made it clear that their main goal was to make the other tap out. And in Jamal King's defining moment, he slapped on the Supreme Lock to force Ren Jones to submit. With that, one of the most dominant champions IPW has ever seen has finally fallen. We have a new IPW champion. A stunned Ren Jones climbed his way back into the ring and shook King's hand. Not only did King earn the IPW championship, he earned the Swag Champ's respect. King continued to celebrate until being interrupted by the Gold Team. Mongo, Anderson Knight, and Anthony Katina surrounded the ring as Jeremiah Goldmade pitched an offer to our new champion. Instead of King defending the title against Anthony Katina at Thunderstruck on May 11th, King could just join the Gold Team and share the IPW crown with Katina. King rejected this ridiculous offer and began fighting for his life as the Gold Team laid a pounding on him. The numbers were too much until Ren Jones reappeared. The Gold Team ushered Ren Jones to a clear shot at Jamal King, but instead, Jones dove onto the Gold Team, embarrassing Goldmane and his followers and winning the IPW faithful over at the same time. Ren Jones was an incredible champion, but he has passed the torch to our new champion, Supreme Jamal King. Thursday's event features one of the most stacked match cards of the year so far. Frederick Bison will defend the Michiana Championship. Jamal King will make the first defense of the IPW Championship against Anthony Katina. The final entrant into the Fate of 8 tournament will be decided, and we have a special treat for you. 2021 Match of the Year winner, Myron Reed, returns to IPW. That concludes this edition of The Insider. We will be back at Bar Bistro on the campus of Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo on Thursday, May 11th. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite.com. Get yours and join us as IPW presents Thunderstruck.